No music tonight. I need this. I need this. I don't think I need any of that. Hi, guys. No, do not tweet me tomorrow, you jerk. Everybody's got to make the first joke. Got to be that guy. Got to be that guy. All right. I got no music tonight. I'm going to keep it nice and quiet. It does seem a little quiet, though. What are we in the mood for tonight? What are we in the mood for? What do we want? Oh, I got my call. Alexa, shuffle my coffee shop classical playlist. Let's do that.
Shuffling the playlist, Coffee Shop Classical on Amazon Music.
Yeah, a little background. Gotta have a little background. All right. What's up, Dennis? That is my brother. Charlie, hello. All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Everyone's had enough time to get in here. Charlie's doing roll call. Appreciate that. I got my coffee. The heat's coming on. It's getting quite warm in here. The temperature's dropping outside. All right. I'm not putting on the dead. Copyright infringement. All right. So let's get started. Want to get started? Let's get started. I'm lifting the boycott on retweets. I decided I like it better when you guys appreciate the show or whatever. But Charlie, I gotta admit, I love roll call, man. That's great. That's great. All right, so we got a little show and tell. A little show and tell this week. Very exciting. Guys been slacking the last couple of weeks. There's Charlie sent me that nice book. Still have that right here. Still haven't read a word, but it's a thought that counts. So we got a little show and tell this week. I know what this is, but we're gonna have some fun. That's pretty cold, Red. That's pretty cold. Look at this. Freaking post office. Look at this box. Freaking bullshit, man. Crushed crinkle cram. No regard. All right, so this is from Artie. You guys know Artie. He's my chief design officer guy. My vice president in charge of banners. Artie just handles shit. All right, is one of my go-to guys. Artie gets shit done. Well, I'm working on this box. Oh hell! What a freaking disaster! All right, I opened it from the bottom. I don't know if there's going to be a note in here. Artie's good with the notes. Holy crap. This box is giving me trouble. All right, let's see here. We got some packaging. No note. I said that last time with Charlie, and then there was a note. So I don't want to get in trouble. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right? That's what we're playing for right here. The Bagel Trophy is here. Look at that. You see it on the plaque there? Nagel's Bagels 2022 Listener League Champion. How about that? All right? Artie, thank you very much for putting that together. I don't think there's a note in here. So here, let's do the honors here. Get rid of Dave Gettleman, that fucking clown. All right, get out of town. Guys, see my song? That was pretty good. We'll just stick that sucker right up there. That's a little crooked. How's that look? That look all right? Hold on. Get an ass shot in there. I like it. All right. So we got the bagel trophy. We're fucking back, baby. All right. Well, that's exciting. So let's do the listener league. What's up, Phil? All right. Before the listener league, I wanted to shout last week going over the listener league. My brother finished in like fourth. He was leading all day Sunday and then got tracked down. It wouldn't have mattered. My boy Andy Lack, you may or may not know Andy Lack. I remember I said like the week before he couldn't get in the listener league, and he was all upset that he didn't get in. Well, he should have been, because he won Pat Mayo's listener league that week and did not have a lineup in our listener league, and he would have beat my brother by like 80 points, more or less. And my brother wouldn't have been texting me because Andy would have been running away with it. So I meant to say that last week. So that's kind of like a shout out on layaway. Good job, Andy Lack, winning the Pat Mayo Listener League and hypothetically winning ours. But you didn't, so no soup for you. But you do get a shout out, which is not really the same. All right, enough about Andy Lack. So ironically, the winner of this week's Listener League is the same guy who fucking won last year's bagel. Drifters United. Charlie texted me, this guy's going to be a bit of a problem. Yeah. Made his way back into he wants two. He wants two. I've sent this guy like 3-4 balls. This guy's going to have a dozen balls ready to go. Everybody who won so far this season, I sent the balls out today. So you should get them by the end of the week or whenever. I don't know. You're in Ohio. You're in Minnesota, Maryland, I think. I don't remember. But Kentucky. Anyway, balls are out. And whoever wins this week, your ball will go out next Wednesday, I'll say. But Drifters United, congratulations. Got on the board. He's the winner. He got his 40 bagel points. He had 605 points, DraftKings. Won by 20. Pretty comfortable win. His lineup. It's pretty good. Hudson Swafford with a win. Patrick Cantlay, 9th. Siwoo Kim shaking that ass to 11th place. Seamus Power. Totally collapsed, T14. Andrew Putnam, T14. And Chalk Bomb, Michael Thompson, T144. Hard to see that coming. But, hey, he won. So good job by him. I finished like 29th. So I can't really talk shit. Although I'd like to. And I probably will anyway. All right, so notable top 10s. Notable top 10s. Everybody's favorite segment. $89. I'm in Rick Run Good One and Done. Has this ship sailed? Yeah. 2 events in. 32 events left. Yes, the one and done's over. Definitely. Just give it up. Don't even bother putting your picks in anymore. On to next season. Get a clue, man. Get a clue. All right. What are we talking about here? All right, notable top 10s. Notable top 10s. Everybody's favorite segment. Second place. Somewhat controversial figure. But my friend, B Gup 78, our boy Gup, I think he had a pretty good week, but he was still a little miffed. He didn't take down the listener league. Came in second. Sorry, buddy. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. I'm glad you had a good week. Finished in second place, got 25 points. Check out Gup's Corner. Third place, LV Big Blue. Love Big Blue. That's right. No more Gettleman. We're back, baby. Finished in third place, got 20 points. Off on the Lake, not familiar with that person, but I do like lakes. Finished in fourth, got 15 points. Oh, an oldie and a goodie. UK fan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got the same combination on my luggage. Finished in fifth place, got 12 points. R4 Polmia. I know that guy. In fact, he'll probably get mad at me. I don't know that I know that guy. Well, sixth place, 9 points. Barnaby 3. Barnaby. Finished in seventh place, got 7 points. M. Ferreira, don't know him. Finished in eighth place, got 5 points. Maybe the worst name I've ever seen, DK handle, MLRLFD. Just a combination of letters. Miller, live. It makes no sense. MLRLFD. Some freaking moron finished in ninth place, got 3 points. Congratulations. And Ridley Samich, former winner. I think one of the brothers, I want to say. I always get those guys confused. Finished in 10th place, rounds up notable top 10s. You got a point. So congratulations to our notable top 10 winners. I tweeted out the standings yesterday. Our boy Big Red is taking care of that. He's tracking that all season long. If you win a listener league, you qualify for the Bagel Trophy. You have to win, though. You can finish in second place all season long. You can win the point race, but don't mean shit. You got to win one. You got to have at least one trophy ball to get the bagel. So that's that story. So just keep collecting points. You bust out a win, you'll be in the running. Anyway, good stuff. All right. So my lineup. Something funny happened last week. I finished 29th in the Listener League, 41st in the Carbon Cup. So that's like 30th and 41st in the Carbon Cup. I'm like, I'm hovering like an angel, but no notable top 10s for me just yet. But, we're percolating. All right. One and done strategy wasn't great last week. Willie Z probably would have been maybe our best choice or our best option. And he only got a T6. I had Sung Jae as one of my one and dones. He got a T11. So it's like $100,000 difference or whatever. It's really not that much. So that wasn't great. So we're not off to a good start in the one and done. We're off to a halfway decent start in the Carbon Cup. I haven't missed any cuts. Finishing in the top. We're earning points 2 weeks in a row, so that's good. Let's see. What do I want to do? So, yeah, I had Sung Jae M, T11. Corey Connors missed the cut. That was a little disappointing. He's playing the easy golf course on Saturday. He's at 5 under par. The cut's probably going to be 6 or 7. I don't even remember what it ended up being. He's on the back 9. He's got 2 par 5s ahead of him. He's 2 under on the day. Doesn't make another birdie. Goes bogey, miscut. Very disappointing. The 2 par 5s, like easy 7 under. Come on, Corey Connors. My pick, Patrick Reed, T55. He had an 8. I think he had an 8 on a par 5 and a 7 on a par 3. Might have been a par 4. But a quad and a triple. That's 7 shots, man. So that wasn't good. Lucas Glover, T33. I think I glove you. He was hovering. KH Lee, T63 after a bad first round leader on the stadium course. T63. Guy went in the fucking shitter. And Brant Snedeker with a T14. And shout out to the a-hole who couldn't help himself and had to tweet me on Thursday saying, great call with Snedeker when they got off to like a 5 under start. Did absolutely nothing the rest of the week. So thanks for ruining my Thursday. You're a jerk off. All right? All right. And I just want to point out, we're just going to move it along here. All right? We're moving along. We're feeling good. We're acting good. We're just going to busting out content. So maybe you remember, maybe you don't, but at the Sony, just want to point out a couple of funny things. Kyle Dotson, you might appreciate this someday. Now, this is the reverse. I rostered Russell Henley at the Sony, and he finished second. As you know, he blew the lead. But he finished 14th, T14 this week. All right, so I had him the week before, finished second. Didn't have him this week, finished T14. However, Siwoo Kim, T55 at the Sony when I had him. Well, I had him this week too. T11. T11 this week. I didn't have him. No, I had Sungjae T11. Excuse me. So, yeah, Siwoo Kim shaking that ass to a T11 this week. And it was T55 at Sony when I had him. Brian Harman. When I had him at the Sony, finished T48. Don't have him at the Amex, T3. Hudson Swafford. When I had him at the Sony, T48. When I didn't have him at the Amex, W. So the four guys that I rostered at the Sony, who at the Sony finished T48, T48, T55 at second. When I didn't roster them at the American Express, they won, came in third, T11, T14. What the fuck is that? That is some first-class quality bullshit right there. It's unbelievable. Week early. Always. If I'm not mistaken, Kyle Dotson took this strategy last year, rostered 5 guys that I rostered the week before, and won the Listener League. If I'm not mistaken. And a legend was born. He's not a legend. He's just playing the odds. That is unbelievable. I see Hudson Swafford at the top of the leaf board. I see Brian Harman. I see Siwoo Kim. Oh, wait a second. I just had all these guys. Where was that shit last week? Nah. We'll pick different guys who finished T63. And we did. All right. Next. All right. Shout out, show and tell now. So listen to what time might want to. All right. Results. All right. So we talked about a couple of these guys. John Rahm, T14. It's too easy. Too easy for him. T14. It's way too easy. Patrick Cantlay, 9th. Sungjae Im, T11. Seamus Power, T14. Zalatoris, T6. Henley, T14. That's it for your guys above 9,000 to finish in the top 21. Siwoo, the only guy in the 8s. T11. Your 7s, you got Brian Harman, Lanto, Denny McCarthy, Putnam, Molinari, Hoagie. I did mention Hudson Swafford last week when I was going over guys below 7 that I thought were interesting. I don't know if it's just because I played him the week before, but he's on my list here. Stallings, Nick Taylor, Sahith Theegala, Watney, 6,700. Hudson Swafford. Did I play him? No. Just played him the week before. Finished T48. Why would I do that again? It's unbelievable. Couple scrubs under 6 or under 7. Snedeker, though. I hit that one. Hodges, Sloan, Lipsky, Zach Johnson, Windham Clark. All right. Enough of that. Wasn't too easy for some of those guys. It was easy enough. We'll talk about that. We will talk about that. This course sucks. It's too easy. What a nice problem to have. Okay. All right. Anybody want to say anything? Matthew, I agree. We said that. Bye, Artie. Now Andy is never getting in this league if we keep notifying new people. What? Who missed the I don't want this 89. He's already given up on the one and done. He doesn't know how golf works. Well, then again, it might be an easy $5. Anyway, thanks for watching the show. Maybe I should be nicer. I don't want to be nicer, but maybe I should be nicer. All right, everybody got anything? Glad to see Bogey golf this week. Okay, good. Bouncing anybody. He was asking about the listener. Yes, Kenny, I got it. Wife out, can listen live tonight, so no late night texts interrupt your beauty sleep. Oh, that's Capper. All right, yeah, great, Capper. Thanks. Appreciate that. All right, so I've had, much like last week, I've had some halfway decent results at Torrey Pines. Not going to lie. At least at the Farmers. Not so much at the U.S. Open last year. That was a big fat kick in the balls. All right? But that's all right. I met my niece. It was okay. I survived. So, in 2019, I finished in 16th place. It's a quality finish in the Carbon Cup. Solid 5 out of 6. I know you're surprised to hear that. I had Adam Scott in my lineup. He finished second. And Cass Smith had a T9. Xander was T25. So I had a pretty decent lineup that week. That was 2019. 2020, I had a terrible 5 of 6. But in my lineup was Mark Leishman, who won the tournament. So if you're paying attention, 2019 I had a second place. 2020 I had a first place. And last year I had a terrible DraftKings lineup. But I had Patrick Reed as my one and done. And I bet him, and I won. And so that's 2 winners in the last 3 years at the Farmers. So we're going to try to ride a little momentum. That's right. We got a little momentum. All right? We've been percolating at the Sony. We got a nice scrimmage at the TOC. Last week was all right. We were just a week early. Or a week late. Week late? Yeah, week late. No, a week early. It was a week early. Played them all at the Sony, and they were good a week later. So we're in the mix. We're not gonna, have a massive overthrow of the process. We know what we're doing. We're confident. We're confident in our abilities. We know who's a moron, and we fade them, and we know what we're doing. So that's good. All right. Moron's a tough word. We know who's an idiot. Only some of the idiots are morons. Capper wants to talk grass some more. Yeah, maybe. Capper, don't do it, man. Capper, don't do it. It's a bad guy. He's the actual worst. Don't waste your breath. All right. So what am I looking for? That's a big question. I didn't write down what I was looking for. So I'm going to have to riff here. I'm looking for good golfers. Captain Obvious. I think it's a type of place where you just know the type of player you need to be. And you just kind of have to get lucky. And there's no rhyme or reason for me to have Patrick Reed last year. You know? It wasn't like he was totally under the radar. It wasn't like he was a big favorite. And he's not some big bomber. But, he's crafty. And he's got an elite short game. And he fit the mold. And not every crafty, good short game player fits the mold. And you either just know that or you don't know that. I think that's the best way for me to describe it. I just wouldn't see. I hate to say anything I might regret, but I'd just be stunned if Spieth won on this golf course, which is an odd thing to say because Reed won on this golf course. And you always kind of put those two hand in hand. These guys don't hit it too far or as long as everybody else and use their short game and putting to get around. And I don't know, man. It's just the way I see it. I call it the way I see it. I'd be shocked if Spieth won at Torrey Pines. Ever. So I guess I can use this now. I was going to save it for later, but I was going through my picks. But if you look at the course history, it's very bunched. It's very bunched. There's just certain guys that play well here all the time. And I think the reason I don't have any data to back this up, this is just what I see. Because I know that there are golf courses where course history matters more than other places, and I just have to think Torrey Pines is going to be one of those places. I think they said that's the case for Augusta. I think they said it at Sony. I don't know the rankings. I don't know where Torrey Pines lands, but call it a hunch. It's going to be up there because the guys that play well here seem to play well here all the time. And I think the reason for that is, and I think I heard, shout out to Andy Lack, I think I heard him say this, that you're doing the same thing over and over again. It's like 13 of the holes are like all basically the same. So if you're good at that, you're going to do well here. And there's some guys that are just good at that. And there's been some guys that relied on their short game and made more putts or whatever. Maybe some years there was wind, some years there wasn't. But we'll talk about the guys. I don't want to go into that whole thing right now. I'm going to do it when I get to who I like the most. All right? I haven't made – well, that doesn't matter. All right, so let's just start. All right? We're going to start. 8:28, right on schedule. We'll zip through the slate and get the hell out of here. All right? All right, a heavy $10,000 range. Rahm, JT, Hideki, DJ, Xander, Berger. Where do I start here? I automatically crossed out DJ, Berger, and Justin Thomas. That was probably a stupid thing to do, but I can't play them all. If DJ came out here and won, would not surprise me. Not even a little. Good in California. Long and straight. Good short game. Putts well on POA. I mean, it's Dustin Johnson. But he hasn't played golf since what? The Ryder Cup? Maybe? Is he prepping for Saudi Arabia? This is a warm-up for Saudi? I have no idea. But it's a risk I'm willing to take. Might be dumb. Wouldn't be the first time a golfer made me look like an idiot. Let's talk about moxie and short game and everything else and grinding it out. I don't understand the Daniel Berger thing. Rumor has it he's like number one in strokes gained approach over X amount of rounds or whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm not there. That's just me. And Justin Thomas, wayward driver, not making enough putts. That's not now, not this week. And why hasn't he played here in 8 years? Want to explain that to me? All right, so Jon Rahm. Course history, darling. Greatest golfer of all time. Unbeatable at Torrey Pines, except for the last 4 years. Other than the last 4 years, he's unbeatable. So take that into consideration. I mean, honestly. I mean, he didn't win last year. So if you take that away, then it's only 3 years that he didn't win. And he didn't win the year before that. So, but if you take that away, then it's only 2 years. And that's the year he blew the lead to Mark Leishman. But that doesn't really count. And then he lost. He didn't win the year before that. He did win 5 years ago. And he won the U.S. Open, of course. Of course. He's the king of Torrey Pines. Can't lose. Absolutely cannot lose. He's pissed off. There is a part of me that just knows. I know, and it sucks. And I'm like mentally prepared for it. I sit here and I mock, but just like at Memorial, now this whole thing with the setup and the easy fucking setup, fucking putting contest. It's a joke, whatever the hell that was. And now he's coming to his happy hunting ground and he's motivated and no one's really betting him because his odds are too low. When have I heard this fucking story before? And I can put my Xander t-shirt on and I can play X Gonna Give It To You and I can sing and dance. It won't make a fucking difference. All right? Not enough people are saying, listen, play John Rahm, play 5 guys in the 7s and call it a day. Unfortunately, not enough people are doing that. Some people are, and that's fine. But it is certainly on the table. He wins this week. My life sucks. I'll get over it. Not a big deal. If he wants to become the king of Torrey Pines, go ahead. Only like 4 tournaments matter to me. So, win at Torrey Pines again, John Rahm. I wish you the best of luck. I don't know what to do with Xander. I really don't. I'm so annoyed about this Saudi thing. I'm so annoyed that he's just totally fucking up his schedule. It shows a lack of priorities. I don't like that. Nothing matters for me with Xander as far as Xander's concerned until April anyway. So I don't care. Would I like to see him ship one of these tournaments coming up? Yeah. That'd be nice. But I don't care, man. I really don't. I don't care. And I don't feel it. I don't feel it. He got Sobel this week. That was unfortunate. I'd love to see him win, though. I'd love to see him beat Rahm at Torrey in a cut event on a Saturday night in prime time with no football on. That's a storyline I could get behind. Then again, he could lose to Rahm on prime time against no football, and my phone will be blowing up all Saturday night, and that'll be a tough scene. So it's on the table. Best of luck to Xander. Best of luck to Rahm. You guys have fun out there. All right? So all that being said, all this talk about Rahm and Berger, Bryson. I'm going to play my boy Hideki. He's going to be around like 12, 13% owned. He can't win, right? So a way he could go back to back. He might not go back to back, but he might go win T4 like he did after he won, what was it, Bridgestone, I think? He finished 4th the next week. He's made the cut here 5 years in a row, including a 3rd place finish. He's been good at the Genesis. He's got a T5 at Riviera and a T9. If anybody's wondering why am I bringing up the Genesis, they're the similar grass surface. You know, you got those Poa greens. They can be tricky. And Hideki's proven to be able to handle it. And I just think with all the buzz up around all the guys at the top, I mean, we didn't even get to the 9s yet, but there's plenty of guys down there that people like. I got to make a pick at the top. I don't want to pick somebody that I don't think has a chance to win, whether they're cursed or everyone's betting on them or otherwise. So I'm going to play Hideki. He's not my pick to win, but he's my pick to play well, be competitive, and have a good showing. So we'll see. I did have a lineup with Rahm in it, believe it or not, to start. But then I decided that was no fun. And I decided to go another direction. It's been kind of hellish the last 2 days trying to put all this together. I had Xander in there. I said, no, you know what? No Rahm, no Xander. Let's play Hideki. That seems safe. No one's really talking about Hideki. I like that. This fucking guy. I sincerely wonder if you ask stupid questions on purpose just to like annoy me and see if you can get a reaction, or you're just that dumb and you just don't know. You don't know what Google is. You're just oblivious to what's going on in the world. I don't know. God help you. So I didn't play anybody in the nines. That seems smart. Most people are fading the top, maybe, for whatever reason, and playing like 3 guys in the nines. I'm playing nobody in the nines. But I could go through real fast to tell you why. I don't like Bryson here. It is a relatively flat golf course. I heard Andy Lack, shout out Andy Lack, it might have been Twitterless Steve, talk about Bryson, how he was leading at the U.S. Open, and then he got to holes like 12 and 13, and then he was +4, and he was out of it. I know, 12 is uphill, 13 is down the hill and then up the hill. I was standing there when he fucking wedged the ball and blew up on that hole. I have this theory about Bryson and slope, and he's missed 2 cuts here. Whatever. F Bryson. I'm not playing him. Easy fade. Sam Burns. Sam Burns fits this golf course to a fucking T for the most part. Short game might be questionable, apparently. But he's long enough, he's smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like him. Including my dad. My dad's one and done pick, I think. I think he took Burns. I should double check that. Pretty sure he did. He was talking about like 5 guys. I hate when he does that to me because then I got to narrow it down, and then I feel like, oh, I told him this, and then this guy won, and he was going to play him, and then it always ends up being my fault. Now, he doesn't necessarily blame me, but I'll blame myself. So it's not really his fault anyway. But Bermuda Burns playing on POA doesn't have a high finish here. What's he got? Like 1 top 30 and 2 like, I don't know. Not feeling it with Burns. One of a million guys that can burn me, probably will. Not playing Brooks. It's not a major. Don't know why he's here. Him and Jenner have taken engagement photos. Scotty Sheffler. Thought I was going to be sneaky smart playing Scotty Sheffler this week. Saw the course history, 2 missed cuts. I had him here last year, and he opened up on the North course with like a 64 or something. Ridiculous. And then went to the South course and shot 78 and missed the cut. Something like that. It was not good. And I thought, oh, yeah, maybe, I got Scotty Scheffler, played his first event of the year last week. Got the rust off, coming to Torrey, could play well, might be under the radar. No. Cursed. So, can't play Scotty Scheffler. He's not going to win. Jordan Spieth, cursed. He's not going to win. Sung Jae, cursed. He's not going to win. Willie Z, the early money taker, Will Zalatoris. I'm probably never going to be on Zalatoris. Probably ever. At least the winning upside for Zalatoris isn't there for me. I know Charlie likes him. He thinks a win is coming. Guy's got a lot of putting issues. And he ball strikes well enough to be a top 20 player, but to be a win, to win, he's going to have to make some more putts. And I don't trust that. Guy only won once on the Korn Ferry Tour. I'm not saying he can't win. I'm just saying I'm not putting my money behind it. But best of luck to Will Zalatoris. Tony Fenow, one of these guys, course history guys, seems to play well here all the time. I know Charlie likes him this week. Probably going to win easy. Charlie, I hate to do this to you. The U.S. Open show for Torrey last year, Tony Fenow was going to win easy. Maybe by 6, whatever. And then went out there and shot like 78 in the opening round at the U.S. Open. Wasn't pretty. He tried to fight his way back day 2, but it wasn't to be. Poor Tony. Now, obviously, the U.S. Open and this, the Farmers are two different setups. Blah, blah, blah. Tony hasn't really been that great in a little while. What does that mean? Probably nothing. But I wish Tony Fenow the best of luck. I'm not playing him. Mark Leishman, $9,000. He won this tournament with smoke and mirrors. I watched it. I saw it happen. It's the day Kobe Bryant got killed. I mean, he didn't hit a fairway. He got up and down from everywhere. He made a million putts. The weather was kind of dank. It wasn't a typical, beautiful, sunny San Diego day. But I know Aussies play well here. I get all that. But that's a hard performance to repeat. Fade and Mark Leishman. They got some new blood. Let's get some new blood in here. So you got all these guys, right? You got Sungjae, Zalatoris, Fenow, Leishman. Underneath that in the middle of the eights, you got Max Homa. These are all very popular guys, 15%, 20%. That's where a lot of your ownership is after you if you pick a guy up at the top. You come down right to here. And the low nines, whatever. So I am going to take a camp chance on Taylor Gooch. Now, he's like 10% owned, not really getting a lot of attention. You know, he missed the cut last week. He sucks now. I don't know if there's any of that going around. Maybe it's just the names, the marquee names that are, well, maybe not marquee, but the good names that are around him. Your Leishmans, your Fenows, your Zalatoris. Even Corey Connors is underneath him. It's like Taylor Gooch, 8,900. He doesn't belong there. You're right. He doesn't belong there. So don't play him. I'm going to play him. He's got 4 made cuts here, including a third. Well, ball striking bastard, that Taylor Gooch. Plays well at Riviera, which you'll find out in a couple weeks. Course sister Riviera, T10, T12. That's handling Poa right there. T10, T12 there, third at Torrey Pines. I don't know if the Safeway counts. I'm not an agronomist. I don't know if the Safeway, Fortnite, whatever you want to call it, Silverado, I don't know if they have the same green surface. I don't know if they're pure POA, but it is a California golf course. Gooch has a T4 there. So kind of like a sneaky, overpriced, under the radar Taylor Gooch. Why the hell not? And again, I don't think he's going to win. How about like a T12? T14, Taylor Gooch. Come on, you're pissed off. You missed the cut last week. It was too easy. We all understand. Like last week, it was too easy. We don't want easy. We don't want it easy. All right? We want it nice and hard. That's what she said. All right? So, go out there, Torrey Pines, proper golf, and give me a T12. What says you, Taylor Gooch? Nobody's talking about you. But I am. All right. Where am I doing here? Next. Not getting back on the Corey Connors train. Corey Connors might stink. I'm not going to play Corey Connors every week and just hope that he's a good putting week. He might stink. Shout out to Canada. Patrick Reed, we talked about it before. A couple of wonky drives, put up an 8, made a 7. New driver in the bag, could be a problem. Shout out to Dave Rhino Booyah at PXG. Gonna have to see it from old Patrick. That driver might be a problem. Happen to like Matthew Wolf. I didn't check the ownership. I think Max Homa is more popular, California guy. Well, so is Wolf. I think I have to see it. I probably should have looked more at Wolf. Like, he bombed out last week. Maybe that's the play. Remind me to look into that after the show. Let me look into Matthew Wolf a little bit. I don't know how much buzz he's getting. Buzz or no buzz? I don't think that's a secret, right? Everybody loves Matthew Wolf. Because I think he was contending in the U.S. Open, but he was terrible at the Farmers last year. That's when he said hi to me. Because he was in the mix. Had to have it. Mav McNeely. Ryan Palmer. Ownership a little bit too high for those guys, in my opinion. Show me. Show me. So, I've been grinding at this for 2 days. I've been fucking around with all these different combinations with Rom and a couple scrubs, and then Xander, a couple better players. But I really it just wasn't flowing. I wasn't feeling it. There were a couple of guys. There was one guy in my line. I was like, really? Really? You're going to back your whole week based on this? Couldn't do it. Had to make some changes. Wanted to feel more confident. And I thought about it, and I was looking, I was reading, I was seeing, I'm thinking, and everything else. And I really like Justin Rose this week. There, I said it. I know my friend. All right. I have a friend who also likes Justin Rose. Let's just say that he has a podcast, and he also was a guest on another podcast, but I'm not going to say his name for the 15th time tonight. So Justin Rose is 1 here. He also has a 4th and an 8th. I missed the cut the last time he played here, but the week before he was in fucking Singapore or something. They flew in from Singapore and missed the cut. Shocking. He was 9th at the Hero, which is in his backyard in the Bahamas. He lives there. And, going out there, get some swings, finish 9th, whatever. It's an exhibition. And then came out last week, finished 33rd. Rumor has it that he hit the ball pretty well for best he has in 2 years. And like I was talking about before with the course history, did a little research. A lot of players who have won Torrey have won there twice. You know that Tiger Woods won here a million times. All right? Forget Tiger. All right? Rahm's got a first and a second here. And if you count the U.S. Open, he won there twice. Jason Day won there twice and has a second there. Scott fucking Stallings has a win and a second there. Mark Leishman, he's got 1 win. He's got 2 seconds. Brandt Snedeker, he's got 2 wins. He's got 2 seconds. It's a very, very top-heavy tournament. Justin Rose, before he missed the cut last year after Singapore, he was 1 first, 4th, and 8th. And one of those was when he was still playing those Anma clubs. He's coming in at like 11% on, 10, 11%, 12%, whatever it is. His numbers drop, which people are betting him. I saw some people talking him up like 75, 70 to 1. He's like 55 where I am. So maybe Justin Rose wins this twice. Maybe he comes in second. Certainly plausible. And then he has a first and a second here, just like Rahm, just like fucking Snedeker, just like Day, just like Leishman, Scott Stallings, elite company. So I'm going to play Justin Rose. He's got a good record at Pebble Beach, at the U.S. Open. He was in contention. He's been in contention at Riviera. He's won here. I'm not worried about the greens and the POA and all that bullshit. He's obviously played well in California. Some people think this is going to be a bounce-back year. Maybe. I just think this is a good spot for him. Seems a little under the radar. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. But I'm going to play Justin Rose. I'm going to bet on Justin Rose. I think I'm going to make Justin Rose my one and done pick. Going off the reservation. We'll talk about one and done after. All right? All right. So, what do we got next? So far we got Hideki, Rose, and Taylor Gooch. Oh, yeah, that seems a little light. You need a little bit more oomph in that lineup. Well, you know what? I agree. We do need a little oomph. So, hold on. Please hold. Hold on a second. This is unplanned. Unplanned. I was right. People like Keegan Bradley, that's never a good sign. No offense to those who are playing Keegan Bradley. I don't think cat ran in a bag. So, careful with that. So we talk about guys that aren't necessarily long enough off the tee, have to win with their short game and make some putts or hit an occasional iron shot, a great iron shot when they're in the fairway. Keep it in the fairway. Not necessarily bombers, yet they can compete because they have an elite short game. So knowing that, I went back to last year's 2021, just looked at the standings for strokes gained around the green, just to see who's got like a super elite short game, just to see the names that were like in the top 20. Well, these guys have great short games. Kevin Na, I think, was first. But you know who was fourth? Si-Woo Kim, shaking that ass to fourth place in strokes gained around the green last year. Elite short game. Now, Si-Woo Kim kind of percolating a little bit. Last 3 starts, 23rd, 55th, 11th. He missed the cut here last year, but it was a week after he won. Si-Woo Kim took down 7-figure payday. He's fucking shaking that ass all week. That was an easy miscut at Torrey last year. Easy miscut. His other 3 starts at Torrey Pines, 18th, 35th, 29th. Solid. Solid. And one WD, mind you. That tends to happen every once in a while. If you want to talk about Poa Greens and Siwoo Kim, who you would think is just like a Bermuda guy, he's got a third at Riviera. He's got a T4 at Pebble. He's got an 11th place at Safeway. At the U.S. Open at Torrey last year, T40. The PGA Championship at Harding Park, T13. Siwoo loves himself some Poa. Shake that ass, Siwoo. All right? Now, he's not a bomber, but he can manage. He can manage. Elite short game. In contention at the Masters until he broke his putter. All right? He's got to stay healthy. He's got to keep his temper. And he just has to hit it straight. Try to get it on the green. If you don't get on the green, get it up and down. And move on. Maybe make a couple putts. Just hang around. Hang around. Kid's got alligator blood. All right? So we're going to go with Siwoo Kim. All right? Some winning upside. Winning upside. Do I think he's going to win? Probably not. But how about like a T9? How about a T9? I got a whole bunch of guys that I think can finish T9. But maybe, just maybe, they can win. All right. You know what the weird part is? I haven't even gotten to the bad picks yet. I have not. I got two more. You guys are going to laugh at me. You're going to laugh. That's good. This is a quality golf content right here. All right, so who are people like in the sevens? They like Luke List, who can't putt, right? Brant Snedeker. Brant might be on a bit of a heater. Starting to get a little too much juice, though, right? I should have checked his ownership. I forgot to look at it. Got Lanto Griffin, 17% owned. That's a red flag. That's your Nancy in accounting sneaky play of the week, Lanto. I want to touch that. Give me Siwoo at 6% or 7%. You can have Lanto at 17. Good luck. Who else do people like? There's some names down here. Gary Woodland, right? Who's the bad chalk? Who am I missing? Maybe it's Keegan. No, Lanto was bad. Luke List. Oh, Molinari, maybe? Tom Hoagie. Snedeker. I'm just naming names. Well, I don't like any of these guys, obviously. I mean, they're fine. But you have to, you got to hit them where they ain't. So I'm not going to play all the same idiots that you guys are. Pick your own losers. All right, so I was going down the list. I told you I was looking at the top 20 of the strokes gained around the green. Just to give me like a little, this is maybe like steer me in the right direction. If everyone's going to be playing these bombers and like your Cam Davises of the world, who hasn't had a top 30 finish since he won, go ahead, play Cam Davis. Have a good time. That might not be accurate. I may have just made that up. That's what you're here for. Quality golf content. Yeah, that's the guy, Cam Davis. So I decided to go my own route, pick my own loser. This guy might be the biggest loser of them all. This is not somebody you think of when you think Torrey Pines. It makes almost no sense. I'm going to play Adam Hadwin, who's a fucking bunter. Going to play Adam Hadwin. Adam Hadwin at Torrey Pines. What are you, drunk? I am not drunk. I am not drunk. Can I make a case? Can I make a case? All right. Adam Hadwin plays great California in general. He's got that great record at the Desert Classic, Amex, Career Builder, Desert Classic, Bob Hope, Celebrity Pro-Am, La Quinta. So he's got a great record there, right? He's got like, 5 top 5s or 4 top sixes, whatever it is. He's great in California. Something about Canadians and La Quinta, if your name's not Corey Connors, that it suits him well. Now, I just have a thing. This is like a personal thing that I have with Adam Hadwin in California. This is a situation where I like to play Adam Hadwin in California. I do not play him at the Travelers. I've learned that lesson. I'm done with playing Adam Hadwin at the Travelers. He was 25th last week in his warm-up to the season, in his happy place. Always plays well there. 25th obviously isn't well compared to what he's done at that venue, but it's his first event. He didn't play in Hawaii, got out there, got some swings, and now he's ready to go. Loves playing golf in California. He's got 6 straight made cuts. Now, if you're new to the show, you may not know this, but nobody, and I mean nobody, can end a cut made streak quite like I can. So that 6 made straight cuts is totally in jeopardy. But we're going to give it a whirl. At this golf course, he's got 5 straight made cuts. 6 if you count the U.S. Open, where he finished T40 at the U.S. Open in June. Last year, he finished 18th. Now, I know he doesn't have a ton of top 10 finishes here, but he's made the cut, and he's low-owned, and he loves California. He's got a second at the Safeway. He's got a T18 at Pebble. At Riviera, he's got a T6 and a T26. These are quality finishes. This is fucking Adam Hadwin. All right? Top 10s are like wins for him. Top 20s are good. Do I think he can win? No. T16? A low-owned T16? I'm getting a little bang for my buck with that. Not all 6 players I'm going to pick are going to win. Believe it or not, yours either. Somebody's going to lose. Only one guy on your team can win. So, Adam Hadwin's a role player. Siwoo Kim is a role player. Taylor Gooch, a role player. All right? We're gelling. We're coming together as a team. And we're going to play Torrey Pines, and we're going to do the best we can. So I like Adam Hadwin, 6% in California. And we'll see what happens. Good luck with Cam Davis. Good luck with Gary Woodland. Your Mito Pereiras and, Snedeker, good play. I'm going to play Adam Hadwin. Coming off last week. I like it. All right. And for my last, by the way, Adam Hadwin in the top 40 strokes gained around the green last year. Yes. Fits the mold. Checks a box. Aussies play well here. Kikuyu grass. We know Adam Scott, Mark Leishman, Jason Day, of course. Matt Jones, I think I rostered him 1 year here. Not this year. I don't know what I was drawn to this guy. Like I said, I might be too stats oriented this week. Who knows? I was looking at my list and I saw a guy that was 23rd in strokes gained around the green last year. I followed this guy. Who's texting me? I followed this guy and at the Northern Trust last year because he was playing golf. He was paired with Adam Scott, handsome fella, and Harry Higgs, also a handsome fella. So I was following those guys around the Northern Trust last year, and this guy hit some pretty good shots, some pretty good recovery shots. I was impressed with a couple of his chips and his short game. And it made sense when I saw his name as top 25 in strokes gained around the green. I'm like, I actually saw that in action. I've always just considered him somebody who hits it a long way. He's a bomber. But turns out he can bomb it, and he's pretty good around the green. Well, that's kind of like what you need to do here. Am I right? Yes, I am. So Windham Clark, come on down. All right? In his first event last week, finished 13th. He's made 5 cuts in a row. Now, you may not know this, and nobody can quite end the made cut streak quite like I can. So that's in jeopardy. We know that. We're going to roll the dice. See what happens. 3 starts here. 35th, missed cut, 32nd. Okay. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. It's not great. Might be a reach. But you know what kind of surprised me? You know what took me by surprise? Let's just take a look. Let's see. Has he done anything at the Genesis? As a matter of fact, he has. T8 and the T17 at Riviera. Interesting. What about Pebble? T18, Pebble Beach. All right, so he's made 2 out of 3 cuts at Torrey. He's got a couple of top 20s at Riviera and Pebble. 1 top 10. He's good around the green. He's made a couple of cuts in a row. He can bomb it. He's 6% owned. Yeah, why not? Windham Clark. Windham Clark. He's on the team. So, yeah, I got some role players. We got Windham Clark. We got Adam Hadwin. We got Taylor Gooch. Siwoo Kim. Justin Rose and Hideki. No surefire like ass kickers on that team. There's a lot of potential. And this is like, that's what you need here. A lot of like, Mark Leishman types. A couple of Jason Day types. A couple of Brant Snedeker types. You never know. It's a mixed bag. So maybe you get a guy in good form, feeling good, likes the golf course, knows what it takes, has the game. Thing happen. Nobody's really talking about him. I can see this all kind of coming together. I didn't really see anybody under 7s that I was really like captivated by. If we want to talk about the $6,000 range, I will say that I did have Dylan Fratelli on my team. On my ROM team, I had Dylan Fratelli. Dylan Fratelli is somewhat now like all of a sudden become a bomber, and he's also in that top 25 in strokes gained around the green. So a bomber, good around the green. And then I remembered at the U.S. Open last year, Dylan Fratelli got his ball like stuck in a tree. And me and my brother were standing there watching him try to chip up onto the green. He chipped it like short of the bunker on purpose, took his bogey, whatever. Does that mean anything? 1 hole in the U.S. Open last year where we decided, he sucks. Dylan Fratelli and I have the same birthday. There's a little fun fact for you. I'm not ready. I might do something with Fratelli because he's like 200, 250 to 1. I'm thinking about it. A little FOMO. But that's like, he's South African. He's like a Texan. Aussies and Texans. South Africa, Kikuyu maybe. Louis Oosthuizen was good here. I don't know. Like, that might be a bridge too far, making all these correlations. It's like, Aussies in Texas. This guy's from Texas. Oh, Aussies play well at Torrey. Maybe Texans play well at Torrey. No fucking idea. I don't know the grass in South Africa. I barely know the fucking grass here. But he does hit it a long way. And he was good around the green. And he played his first event last week. And now he's ready to go. So maybe you want to take a little flyer on Dylan Fratelli at triple digits. I think I'm just going to bet Rose. I may sprinkle on some of the other guys. 1 and done. Let's do 1 and done and we'll get the hell out of here. This tournament, as prestigious as you may think it is only the 17th ranked tournament of the season. It's not going to compete with the Big 10, Big 12 events. So it's like middle of the pack. Ranked 17th. If you look at the OWGR, Brooks Koepka is the 17th ranked player in the world. Don't love that. Fenow is 16, Charlie. Fenow is 16. If I stick to my formula, that's the play. Good course history. Don't overthink it. Just play Fenow. You had to go and screw that up for me. Scotty Sheffler is 15. I like Scotty Sheffler too. Don't know what I'm going to do there. Sam Burns is 13. Do I want to go that high? Hideki's 10. Do I want to go that high? I don't think so. My dad's taking Burns. It's not bad. If you go to the other direction, Berger's 20. Horschel? I didn't even know he was in the tournament. He's 23rd. Sung Jae's 24th. Patrick Reed's 26th. Wolf is 30. I'm sure if they win, they'll be right up there around 17th. The ranking will change, so they'll be right in the mix. They'll become top 20 players in the world. I really don't know where to go with that. I might just take Justin Rose everywhere. Take him in both one and dones. Just be all in on Justin Rose. But I don't really like that idea either. I wanted to do a second account just so I can stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. So I might have to take Fenow. I might have to take Fenow. So I'm not going to take Horschel. I'm not going to take Berger. Fenow or Scheffler? That's a battle of curses right there. Fenow or Scheffler? Battle of curses. Scotty Sheffler was in the last couple of groups. He played with Xander at the U.S. Open. I know he can play Torrey well despite his 2 missed cuts. Fenow's 20. You know what? I'm going to take Scheffler. Sorry, Charlie. I'll take Scheffler as my stick-to-the-plan guy. Scheffler, stick-to-the-plan guy, and Justin Rose is my pick, who I'm betting on and hoping will win. All right? I think that's it. I have nothing else. I've been talking uninterrupted for an hour and 14 minutes, basically. That's a skill. And no commercial breaks, no ad reads. Just shooting the shit. So I'm going to go retweet the show, tell somebody, do something. Just do something nice for me. That's all I ask. You don't have to, but it would be nice. You're not obligated. All right? All right, so that's the show. Good luck this week. Try not to tweet me tomorrow or Friday or Thursday or Saturday. How about that? You could retweet the show, but don't tweet at me. Especially if it's a stupid question. Or you want to make fun of me. That is completely unnecessary. But probably well-deserved. This is a ROM week. I'm going to have to deal with all the bullshit. I'm ready for it. I can handle it. It's fine. Congratulations to John Rahm. All right. I'm going to start reading some comments. If anybody has any questions or anything, one final insult before you go. Let me know what you think. All right. Good luck. Thanks a lot. Wednesday tweets don't count. There are no rules against Wednesday tweets. All right, screw you guys. Yes, there is. It's the same. See, you don't understand the concept. The whole don't tweet on Thursday thing is the tournament just started. It's not over. Everything you're saying is irrelevant. You're wasting my time. I'm busy. Leave me alone. After the cut, then let me know what's going on. Until then, I don't give a shit. Assholes. Anybody else? Oh, Todd. You're killing me, Todd. They already hired a GM. I am 100% tweeting you tomorrow and you are not busy. Oh, that's good. Okay. Ask some of your friends what happens. One guy in particular. Ask him. Fucking ask him, Capper. Give some lower 6, 7K guys you looked at like, but not playing. Well, Ryan Tompkins, maybe you're new to the program. I did just do a couple minutes on Dylan Fratelli. You want me to look right now? All right, I'll look right now. Let's see if we could find anybody under. Let's see. Let me get the price up here. Under 7, you said, right? What'd you say, 6 to 7? Thoughts on Sun Kang? He's a fucking cheater. I want to see who the coach is first. Oh, no, he is the coach. If he becomes the coach, I'm fine with it. I don't want any head coach that I already have an opinion on. Does that make sense? If I already have an opinion on him, that's a bad sign. I want somebody who's like, all right, let me see what he can do. If it's somebody like, oh, that guy sucks, that's a bad sign. But I have no choice but to trust this GM. Right? Right. Yeah, Dylan Fratelli's 6,900. Harry Higgs is 6,700. He was bad. Some rubies. Me and Ruby don't get along anymore. Much. We're not buddies. Matt Patricia. Yeah, let's get another Patriots assistant. That's a good idea. That's why I'm not crazy about the idea of Flores. I'd be really surprised if they hire Brian Flores. Just going down that Patriot route again. It doesn't make sense. I'm looking at these names. How about Seb Straka, 6,200? He's a bomber. 63. Our boy Seb. He won me a bunch of money. Sean Payton? I don't think Payton's going to coach. And I think that they're like afraid to do that, to be quite honest with you. Although the fan base wouldn't be against that. That's for sure. There's this whole thing with the Giants now about making sure that they go outside the organization. Somebody that doesn't have ties to the Giants. Sean Payton has ties to the Giants, so maybe there's a little hesitancy there. But at the same time, that would be stupid. That's why I've always argued against people who are like, oh, the Giants need to go outside the organization. Doing things the Giant way, that's wrong. Well, no, you fucking morons. It's not exactly wrong. They won the Super Bowl 4 times doing it that a certain way. So don't say that doing it that way doesn't work. It fucking worked. It didn't work with fucking Dave Gettleman, and it's their own fault because they should have known that after he drafted McCaffrey in Carolina. But I'm not in charge. But if they get the right guy, they get the right guy. We'll see what happens. Sean Payton's a fine coach. I would not be against that. Would I do a dance? Not really. I've seen Sean Payton blow some playoff games, make some pretty boneheaded decisions. Pretty cocky about it. So he likes to blame the referees, right? That Rams game. I don't like to blame the referees. That's all I got for you, buddy. Whoever asked me about the below 7s. Seb Straka, Dylan Fratelli. I didn't have to go below 7 because I didn't play anybody above 10, and I totally skipped the 9s. I played one guy. I played Hideki. Hey, Ken, see you soon, buddy. Hey, there we go. Well, Andy Lack. Koepka is the system play. Yes, he would be. Yes, he would be. Former Lion Kellen Moore, I should get a look. I'm sure Dotson would be on board too. Ahmed, what the fuck are you talking about? You think I want Kellen Moore, the offensive coordinator from the Cowboys, to be – maybe the Saints will hire Kellen Moore. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Fave long shot to win. I know what you're doing, LSU Tiger. I like Rose a lot. I don't know if he's considered a long shot. He's 55-1. Siwoo Kim, I like. But I don't think he's going to win. Like, legitimate chance to win is Justin Rose. A lot of two-time winners here. A lot of two-time winners at Torrey Pines. Yes, you did, Andy Lack. Fenow wins easy. Don't overthink. Does anyone do LPGA betting content? No. Not that I know of. But that's kind of like the LPGA's fault. They want to grow their game. They need to, like, that should be something that they don't have shot link data. They don't have spreadsheets. They don't have anything. They don't have DraftKings contests usually, except for like the majors. They're not like a legitimate sport, unfortunately. If they wanted people to be involved, like, I think they could do it, but they don't. Can't figure it out. That's where the money is. Yes, Jake, big fan of LPGA. Kevin Chappell, I didn't have any hope at 600 make cut. I don't know. Same trouble. Rick and Andy should share that shit for free. Leave Rick and Andy alone. All right? Let them do whatever the hell they want. All right, are we done? It's 9:23. Coffee's good. Thank you very much. Anybody got anything? All right, everyone's going to retweet the show. Say something nice. Say something funny. Oh, and if you have the ability to, like, edit the video and make, like, a 10-second clip, how about this? How about you put together a little favorite part of the show and put it out there? How about that? People love short videos. That'll work. I'll take it. I don't know how to do that. I should probably learn. Yes, they need to step it up, grow the game. They do. They do. Hey, it's not, there's no like, it's rarely on TV. It's just like, whatever. They're trying. But they got to figure it out. They got to figure it out. It's not my job. They have a new commissioner. Whatever. Get a clue. All right. Anybody else? All right. I'm going to go. F you guys. All right. I will. Good luck this week. Good luck to Rom. Good luck to Xander. And good luck to the guys that I picked. And we'll see what happens. And I'll see you guys next week. I think we have another Tuesday show because of the waste management. I could be wrong. So it doesn't go up against the Super Bowl. Aren't they doing this next week too? I think they are. I don't care. We'll figure it out next week. Thank you guys. Have a good night, and I will talk to you next week. Good luck. Bye-bye.